Okay, so we're going to do an Ashtanga practice, modified, so mostly standing sequence with some seated and closing, and obviously beginning with some sun salutations. All right, so come together at the front of your mat, bring your big toes together, okay? And really activating those feet. Spread the toes, feel the whole of the foot pressing into the floor, all right? And then like you're really pressing firmly down, but at the same time now you're drawing up as well through the thighs. And you feel that drawing up and then in that engagement through Mula Bandha, which is a root lock, your muscle lock, okay, which is perineum squeeze, pelvic floor engagement. You just want to feel that engagement through there. And then as you draw up through your body, then feeling your abdominals drawing in for Uddiyana Bandha, your abdominal lock. So brace through your core. And then as you work your way up, take your shoulders back and down, make your neck nice and long, keep your chin slightly tucked. Take your hands up to prayer if you want. Close your eyes if you want. And then just spend a few moments breathing that Ujjayi breath. So the breath is through the nose, to sound that breath in the back of your throat, and to deliver that breath into your rib cage. So when you're ready, take a big stretch up on the in-breath. Reach to the ceiling and then exhale, folding. Draw your abdominals in. Tuck your head. Inhale, lift your chest, then flatten your hand. From here, you can either come down with your knees off or bring your knees to the floor, chaturanga. Tops of your feet, inhale. Lift your chest, then open up, tuck your toes, and push into down. So down dog, pedal the heels up and down maybe for the first one. Push the floor away. Draw the abdominals in and open the shoulders. So really stretch them out sideways. And then look up and bring your feet back to your hands. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach up. We're going to go straight into round 2 of Surya Namaskara B. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the chest, flatten the hands. Knees can be down. Come down, chaturanga, elbows to ribs. In breath, lift your chest. Back bend, tuck the toes down. So hands are shoulder distance, feet are hip distance. Relax your gaze through towards the back of your mat. Roll your shoulders from your ears. And all of this done with that Ujjayi breathing. And then look up. And you can either step or jump your feet to your hands and look up. Inhale. Exhale, you're going to fold. And once again, we reach up on the in-breath. And we go straight to the third round. Exhale, fold, tuck the head. Inhale, lift the chest, flatten hands, step or jump. Hands are on the shoulders, gazes forwards, elbows tucked. In-breath, lift your chest. Exhale to down. Spread the fingers wide. And send the hips up and back. Breathe. We're always trying to find that edge in your down dog. Using that breath and movement to build heat. And then look up and step or jump. Feet back to the front of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. And again, fold down. Exhale, tuck the head. Inhale, lift the chest, flatten hands. Come down, chaturanga. In breath, lift your chest. And exhale to that. This time, step your right foot. Keep your left heel up. And lift your chest. And take your right hand up to the ceiling. Bring that hand down and then step back. Chaturanga, up dog, chest lift, and down dog. Now step your left foot, stretch your left heel away, and reach up. Open up on that left side. Bring the hands down, step back, Chaturanga once more. In breath up dog, and exhale down. So all that Chaturanga Dandasana, your low plank position, all good to build that strength, upper body strength. For what we're working towards, your practice, your physical practices, is that headstand, but we all just work to a level that we can, and we hopefully enjoy the practice and really challenging the body. Come back to the front of your mat, inhale, exhale and fold, and now bend the knees, inhale. We're folding, exhale. Inhale, look up, flatten those hands, step or jump. Come down, elbows tucked. In breath, lift your chest, roll your shoulders back, exhale down dog. This time, pivot your left foot, stepping your right foot again. And come up to Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale in, follow your thumbs, come back down. Remember to take your knees down where you need. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale to your up dog, back bend, exhale to down. Pivot your right and step your left. And come up. Square your hips, square your shoulders. Breathe. Come back down. High plank, low plank, up dog, chest lifting, exhale down. Draw the abdominals in. Roll the shoulders from the ears. As if you're trying to bring the eyes of your elbows round to the front. So you're wrapping the shoulders out and away, wrapping them round. And then you can step or jump. Feet to your hands, inhale, lift your chest, exhale, folding, bending the knees. Inhale. We're going to fold. Exhale. Inhale, chest lift, flatten the hands. Come down, Chaturanga, elbows tucked. In breath up dog. And exhale down. And breathe. Pivot the left, step the right. Reach it up. Virabhadrasana 1, inhale. Draw the arms up and back. Come back down. Elbows tucked. In breath, lift your chest. And exhale to down. Pivot your right now, step your left foot. And come up. Follow your thumb. Come back down. High plank. Elbows tucked. In breath, lift the chest. And exhale down. Draw your abdominals in, open your shoulders, breathe into your ribs. So either stay with this one or lift your your right leg up. And stretch your left heel down. Breathe. Bring the right foot down, take the left leg up. Stretch up high, try to reach the right heel down. Come back. And then you can step or jump. Inhale, look up, exhale to fold. Bend your knees. Inhale. And exhale, come back, standing in Tadasana. Now step or jump, your feet hip distance apart. Take your hands to your hips. Take a nice deep in breath. As you do, a little back bend. And now fold it down. First two fingers, reaching for big toes. So soften the knees where you need. Look up, inhale, lift the chest, and exhale. Fold it down. Tuck the head. Pull the belly in. Lift the sit bones.
Release any tension in your neck. Feel that engagement from the floor and then up the arms and into the shoulders. Inhale, look up. Take your hands underneath your feet, toes and wrists. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, press. So Padahastasana, pressure on those hands, releasing the wrists from Surya Namaskara A and B, your sun salutation. And then also feeling that deeper stretch now into the back of the knees. Inhale, look up, exhale, hands to hips, bandhas come up, inhale. Step or jump, your feet back together. Standing in mountain posture, Tadasana, step it out. So we're tucking your left foot, turn your right. You're going to reach long with this right arm. Put into your triangle. And open up. Breathe. Hand can come down as far as you want without sticking the hips out to the back. Maybe you can reach for your big toe. First two fingers come up on the in-breath, tuck round. And then reach low and reach high. So in our Ashtanga practice, we hold postures for roughly 5 breaths. So you find that position and you work to develop your posture. And then we flow through to the next. So we come up, tuck the back foot round, step the right foot out to square your hips. Now keep those hips nice and stable as you fold. Okay, staying there. Reach the left hand down to the outside of the right foot or the leg. Twist now to your right, opening up through from your belly button and reach your right hand up and breathe. And come out. So we set ourselves up for a rotated triangle left leg. Again, it's the same strong posture. Take the right hand to the outside of the left leg or foot. And then twist and open up on the left side. And breathe. Number 1 is that Ujjayi breath. And then release. And then come back. And step it back to the front of your mat. Shoulders back and down. Tadasana. Step it out. Longer this time. Turn the right foot. Bend the right knee. Reach the right hand down to the outside of that right foot. And now reach up and over. Stretch your fingertips away as you stretch the edge of your back foot to the floor and you lift your ribs to the ceiling. If you want to, wrap this left hand behind your back. Stay with your breath. And if you want more, wrap your right arm underneath your thigh. And then try to draw the chest to the ceiling. Draw that left shoulder back. Look up if you can. Work from your center. Breathe, come up. Turn round. Extended side angle. Left leg. So left hand down, right hand up and over. Breathe into your ribs. Reach away with the right hand, stretch the right foot away. Go a little bit more, reach up and over. Wrap this hand behind. And then take your left hand underneath. Get it off the mat. Okay, let's go there. And then come up, release. And then come back to the front of your mat. So, standing in Tadasana, shoulders back and down. We're going to step it out. Take the hands on the hips. I'm keeping focus. You can look up and exhale, fold. Taking those hands down, shoulder distance apart between your feet. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, fold. Tuck the head. Yes, thank you. Lift the sit bones high. Shift the weight through the feet. Keep your bandhas on root and abdominal lock. And then inhale, look up, exhale, hands to hips, inhale to come up.
Now release those arms. And turn the palms around and interlace your fingers. Mula Bandha is on, Uddiyana Bandha is on, exhale, forward. Breathe. So we tuck the head in and we stretch the arms away. And we breathe. Shift that weight again through your feet. Thighs are on. Chest is open. And then come back. Release the arms and we're going to come back to the front of the mat. Shoulders back and down. Take your fingertips to your elbows or take your hands up your back into inverted prayer. Now step your right foot out. Okay, we're in a short posture here. Hips and shoulders are square. Mula Bandha is on, Uddiyana Bandha is on. Inhale, lift the chest. Lead from your chest as you fall down. And then keep those legs strong and straight, but not locked out. Keep your toes spread. And lengthen it out. Breathe. And inhale to come up. And release. So we turn round. Left leg is forward, inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, fold. Again, you're leading from the sternum, as if you're trying to get your chin to your shin. So keep the thighs on, the toes spread, the palms pressing if you can, if not, fingertips to elbows. Drawing the chest open, the elbows back. Bandhas come up in here. And release. And then we come back to either the front of the mat or the floor, because we've got a bit of balancing to do. Okay. So the right hand's going to go, so the left hand's going to go to the hip, and then we're going to bring the right knee up. So you can stay like this. This might be enough. Standing leg strong. Or we can reach for the big toe, first two fingers, and press. Foot. Big toe into first two fingers, pull on the toe, breathe into ribs. So remember, just challenge yourself. Doesn't matter if you come down, you need to have the hand against the wall, do that. Try and lift a little higher and then draw the leg out to the side. Keep the left hand on the hip, keep the left leg strong. Turn the head to the left if you can. Breathe. Come back center. Lift a little higher, and then try and hold the leg out. Breathe. We're going to come down to the floor. Right hand on hip, left knee's coming up. Support leg strong, really strong, okay? Maybe you're going to reach for your foot. Maybe you're going to press out. So any of those, stand tall on your support leg. If you're in big toe balancing, draw that leg back into your hip socket. Always think strength, stability, before you think about developing into more flexibility in our postures. Try and lift a little higher, and then draw the leg out to the side. Try and keep that right hand on your hip, and draw the hip away. Maybe look over that right shoulder. Breathe. Come back center. Lift a little higher. And then try and hold it out. Thighs are on. Breath is there. And then release. Okay. So we're going to do a hip opener now, standing half pound lotus. So you're going to bring this right knee up. And you're going to reach for your foot. You're going to check in with your knees at all times. As you draw this foot up towards the crease of your left hip. So left hand is on the foot. The right hand can wrap then behind the back to bind with your left arm, or maybe further down towards your hand or your foot. If you bind with your foot with your right hand, release your left and reach it to the ceiling. And fold if you can. All with control, all with bandhas. And number one, with that Ujjayi breath, that Darth Vader style breathing. And release. Lovely stuff. We're going to have a go with the left leg. So bring that knee up, stand tall, support leg, and then reach for your foot. Draw that heel up. And so the right hand is on the foot. The left hand then tries to bind with the right arm. And again, you can either take it right all the way around or maybe further down towards your hand or your foot. And if you've got your left hand around your foot, you can release your right hand, reach to the ceiling. Fold, bandhas on, thighs are on. Work with your body. Open up the hips, but not stressing the knees. And then release. So we come back to the front of the mat. So feet are together, shoulders are back and down. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lift your chest, flatten your hands, step it or jump it back. Come down, chaturanga, one squash dog, and then inhale to your up dog. Exhale to your down dog. Now step or jump your feet to your hands. Bend the knees, squeeze the thighs, draw the abdominals in, and reach up. So we stretch up with the fingertips. We sink down with the tailbone and the heels. We engage root and abdominal lock. We drop the shoulder blades down the back. All with that breath. And then inhale, stand, exhale, fold. Tuck the head, inhale, lift the chin. Flatten the hands, step or jump. Avoiding dog. Come down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. Pivot your left and step your right. So, square the hips, square the shoulders, reach it up. Warrior one. Gaze up if it feels good, otherwise gaze forwards. Make sure you're nice and long in that posture if you can. You're shuffling your front foot forwards. We're taking some breath. We're going to add that extra challenge that I've been doing. So stretch away with the arms. Now take the weight on that front foot and lift the leg. So you can bend the knee or straighten the leg. Lift the arms, lift the back leg. Work from your center. Now come back down. And come to warrior one again, and then turn round. So, warrior one with your left leg forwards, a bit of a Dharasana one. Try to drive the right side of the hips round. The arms are up, the arms are back. And then wrap the hands behind, interlace the fingers, stretch away to lift the back foot. And then see if you can lift that back foot. Thighs are on, like inner thighs are squeezing towards one another. Come back down. And then transition straight away now into warrior two. So maybe go a bit longer with those heels apart. Heels want to be in line now. And that back foot's tucked in slightly. And you're really rolling the back foot out to press the edge of the foot into the floor. And you're stretching your fingertips away. Tuck that back foot. And now turn warrior two, right leg. Drop the shoulder blades soft down your back. Bandhas are on. Fingertips stretching. And now take the hands down. And then come down in chaturanga. Inhale up dog and exhale down. Now step or jump and sit down on the floor. Okay, so we're going to sit in Dandasana, feet together, hands by your side, toes pulling towards, heels pushing away, bandhas are on. Inhale, lift your chest, and then fold, draw your chest down, and then reach down for either your ankles, your big toes, or round your feet. Inhale, lift your chest once you're there, and then fold. And take some breath. Breathe. Draw the chest down, like you're bringing your nose towards your toes. So using that heat that you built through the standing sequence. Don't forget bandhas. And release. So either sit tall and breathe or cross your feet. Maybe roll over your feet. Step it back. Come to chaturanga. And then up dog. And then down. And then from here, you've got to get your feet back to your hands. Step or jump. And sit down. Okay, take some breath. Track your hands behind now. So lift your chest. Now, if you feel that you're going to be able to lift your hips like this, do this. If not, bend the knees. Okay, and then lift your hips. So lift through the chest, lift through the hips, wrap the thighs in, stretch the toes towards the floor. Breathe into your rib cage, sounding the breath in the back of your throat. And then come down. If you want to do a vinyasa, do that, or sit and breathe, taking some breath. Okay, so from here, we're going to take this right foot, we're going to draw up like we did with standing half bound. We're going to do a seated. So you bring this foot up towards the crease of your left hip. And then if you can, you wrap your right hand behind to bind with your left arm. And then if you can, you fold forward, drawing your chest down, but listen to your body. Breathe into your ribs. Draw the shoulders round. Keep the left leg strong. Sound the breath in the back of your throat. And release from there. We're going to do the other side. We're going to take the left leg and draw that up. So whatever you need, however much time you need to work to get that foot as high up as you can towards the crease of the hip. And then take your left hand and wrap it round and see if you can bind with your right. Try to keep strong and long on your right leg and soft and open on your left. If you can, you draw your chest down. We're all working at our levels. You're not liking this with the foot up, just take it inside of your thigh. Focus on your breathing. Release from there. If you want to do the vinyasa, cross the legs. Step or jump back. Come down and go through. Otherwise, sit and breathe. Or you could do a reverse plank. Sitting back down on the floor. Okay, from here, you're going to draw that right foot in. All right, so to the inside of the thigh. And we're going to stretch a little bit further forwards. We're going to reach your right hand up. We're going to wrap it behind your back. Get hold of that hand and try to wrap the right hand round towards the crease of your left hip. And see if you get hold of a bit of clothing, if that's possible. Now reach the left hand down and wrap it round your leg or your foot and then twist to your right to open the chest. Breathe, stay with this one. Might feel enough, might feel good, hopefully will feel good. First two fingers on big toe if you can to drop the left elbow down inside of the left leg. And then you could release your right hand up and over. But try to keep lifting the ribs up And then stretching, and just see to where you can go. Breathe and release. And then we're going to swap sides. Right leg forward and left foot in. Stay with that Ujjayi breath. Make sure that left knee is comfortable. Take your left hand and wrap it behind and reach for it. Pull it round to the crease of your right hip. Find with a bit of clothing. And then reach down to the leg or the foot and then twist to your left. Push the foot into the hand or the leg into the hand. Focus on that rotation. Stay there, or first two fingers round big toe. Drop the elbow down the inside of the right leg. Reach the left arm up and over. Lift the ribs. Breathe into the ribs. Stretch the left hand towards the foot, but try not to collapse through the hips. And then release. And either do a vinyasa, or sit in dandasana, or do reverse plank. Take some breath. Okay. From here, we're going to sit tall. We're going to take the right foot and we're going to take it over your left thigh. And we're going to pull there. So hopefully you'll feel a bit of a stretch down the outside of your hips there. And then for a little bit more, this left foot, I'm going to draw that up towards that right hip. Okay, from there, you're going to turn to your right, take your right hand right behind, and then you can take your left arm and then you can pull against your right leg. Or take this left arm in between the window of your knee, underneath your knee. Get your other hand and see if you can find it. Breathe. It's not happening for me, but maybe for you. Breathe. And release. So, we're going to take your right leg forward, take your left leg over, and we can hug. And feel that stretch maybe. You can stay with this one and breathe, or take your right heel, draw up towards your left hip. Now twist to your left, pull against that left leg, draw the chest open. Breathe. Again, maybe you could wrap this right arm underneath between the window of the knee and the left hand behind. We're all trying to find our edge, and for everybody that's going to be different. Working with your body. Releasing. Vinyasa if you want, reverse plank if you want, or dandasana, seated attention. Most of all, stay with your breath. Okay, we're going to lie back. We're going to bring the knees to the chest. And we're going to draw the heels in. We're going to peel your spine up and off the floor now. Are you able to keep your hands on those ankles, or is that too much? Maybe they're on the floor, maybe they're interlaced. And you're working your shoulders under. Or maybe you're taking the hands to the side of your head. And from here, you can either rest on the crown of the head, or you can push up. Into your upward bow. Not too easy to speak in that position. And then bring your knees to your chest. From here, we're going to roll up. Try and keep the feet off the floor. Find your sit bone. No resting. Reach away. Short class. Navasana. Lift the legs. Pull the belly. If that's too much, bend the knees. Anytime it's too much, sit and breathe. Come back. Lie back. Breathe. Once again, tuck your heels in. Peel your spine off the floor. So the options are interlaced fingers, hands to knee to heels, or wrapped around ankles, or to hips, or to side of the head. And come back down. And hug your knees. We're going to roll up once more for Navasana, boat posture. Find your sit bone. Stay with your breath. Reach your arms away. And then see what you can do with your legs. Stay with your breath. Come down. Hug knees into body. Take some breath. Now, reach for your feet. And then see if you can then press your feet into your hands as you pull your knees down towards the armpit. Pressing the back into the floor, releasing the back from your back bending. Sounding the breath in the back of your throat. From here, stretch your left leg long. On the floor, bring your right knee to your chest. Now reach that leg up and get your first two fingers, if you can, round that big toe and take your left hand to your hip. Feels familiar? This is your sleeping big toe. So we draw the right leg out and we keep the left hand on the hip. Don't let the left hip follow the right leg. Now look over the left shoulder. So we're trying to keep that energy going through the left side to trying to keep that alignment and challenge the adductors in our thighs, hamstrings come back. Draw the nose to the knee and release down. You can do the same the other side, right hand on hip, draw the left knee in. And take hold of the big toe. And then reach up, going up to kiss your knee. Now draw that leg out. We've got quite enough room here. And look over your right shoulder. And take some breath. Breathe into your ribs. Come back to the center, kiss your knee. And then release down. And hug the knees into your chest. Okay, so we're going to have a go at doing a shoulder balance. All right, shoulder stand. So if you're really not wanting that, if you think your neck's not going to like that, if you don't like it, then you come up to this position and you hold it for a number of breaths. Once you've done that for a little while, you can do some hip rolls. I'm just going to talk you through your shoulder stand. So come up and over to plow. Now take the hands to the back. You're probably already there. And we're up. So we lift up. Draw the elbows in. Keep the thighs strong. Maybe try to reach one leg down behind you whilst the other leg reaches away. And change. Stay with your breath. Come back center. We're going to lower into plow. So we want space to breathe. I need space to talk. Stretch the arms away. So you shouldn't be looking at me in this, hopefully. You're just listening, interlacing fingers if you can. You don't want to be turning your head side to side. Stay with your breath. Anytime it's too much, not liking it, you're coming out. Or support your back. Try to bend the knees now and try to press your ears closed. Bring your knees down towards the side of the head. Now take the hands on the back again and come back up to shoulder balance and cross your legs now. So find some balance there. Keep the hands on the hips if you need, or on the back, sorry, or take the hands to the knees and push the knees away. Make sure you're not straining through your neck. And now take the feet behind, legs crossed, and breathe. Hands on the floor. And just roll out slowly, keeping your core switched on. And then lie long on your mat. So make sure you're centered on your mat. We're going to counterpose your shoulder stand. So take the hands underneath the thighs. Lift the chest, arch the spine, tuck the head back. Draw the abdominals in. Breathe. Mula Bandha is on, especially Uddiyana Bandha. If you're going to go deeper, release the hands, lift the legs into your full fish. We're breathing deep and wide. So I know that in class, I know why I don't demonstrate this whilst talking you through it. And release. Hug your knees into your chest. And take some breath. And then come back. Do a vinyasa if you want, otherwise sit cross-legged on the floor. So, cross-legged on the floor. Maybe for you that's half lotus, maybe for you that's full lotus. Take the hands behind fingertips to elbows and draw your chest down. Or if you don't like that, reach the arms out and stretch down. And come up. Now rest the arms on top of the thighs, thumb and forefinger, stretch the other fingers away. So good posture, stretching the arms away, tucking the chin slightly, engage Mula Bandha root lock, Uddiyana Bandha abdominal lock, and breathe into ribs, sounding the breath in the back of your throat. Staying here, pranayama, breath practice. The whole practice is breath practice. Or, last challenge, keeping hands by your hips. Lift your hips, maybe that's enough. Maybe lift your feet as well. Press the floor away. Make the body really compact. Breathe. Do that for as many breaths as you can. And when you're done, we're going to take some rest. So you're going to lie back on your mat and just take some deep breaths in and out. So you're releasing that conscious breathing, that ujjayi breathing no more, releasing bandhas. So make sure that your neck is long, so chin is slightly tucked. If you are looking behind you, place something underneath your head. Maybe roll the head side to side, release your neck. And then just rest those eyes. Feel your body releasing into the floor. Feel your breath just coming to a steady state, and where you can just follow the breath. Just stay with your breath as you let your thoughts drift with you, go in, let them drift. Feel the muscles of the face relax. Just keep returning to your breathing. And you can follow the rise and fall of the abdomen, maybe placing the hands on the belly. Or maybe you feel that breath more prominent in your chest or in your nose. So you've done a strong physical practice, as is the Ashtanga style. Now, let's have some time to not think. Just breathe. So if you want to continue in Shavasana, dead man's posture, just continue to allow yourself to follow your breath. And just stay with that. Otherwise, take some deeper breaths in and out. And just start fingers and toes and walking the feet and hugging the knees and rolling side to side. And then rolling over to your right side before you come back round. And then we'll just come round and you can sit how you like. Namaste. So nice job, everyone. I'm going to unmute you in a bit, unless you can do that yourself. Also, possibly, I don't know, but could be saying hello to Hastings this morning. It's special